Daytona 500 qualifying has officially concluded for the 2024 Daytona 500. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel and welcome back to our video. As I just said a second ago, the 2024 Daytona 500 qualifying session has officially concluded. And there's definitely some big shocks. Joey Logano has won the pole for the 2024 Daytona 500. This is the first time that a Hendrick car has not won the pole for the Daytona 500 since 2020. Last year, Alex Bowman had, I think it was either Alex Bowman or Kyle Larson, who won the pole for the Daytona 500 last year. The other thing that's shocking is Michael McDowell qualified in second. This is the first time that Hendrick Motorsports has not had a car on the front row for the Daytona 500 since 2014, when you had Austin Dillon win the pole for the 2014 Daytona 500, and you had Mark Truex Jr. sit in second position, but had to go to the back of the field due to, I believe, crashing out in the duels on Thursday. And then the other big fact is that this is the first time that a Chevy has not won the pole for the Daytona 500 since Carl Edwards all the way back in 2012. So it's been a very long time since a non-Hendrick car or non-Chevy has gone on to win the pole for the Daytona 500. But this is a big start to the year for Team Penske. They've obviously did win the Rolex 24 very, very recently, and now they're continuing the hype by Joey Logano finally being able to win the Daytona 500 pole, which is incredible because it's been about 10 years since the last time Joey Logano has won the Daytona 500. So congratulations to him on winning the Daytona 500 pole. Let's talk about the top 10 drivers, and then we'll talk about the other drivers, of course, who were able to lock their way in of the open cars. So Joe Logano won the pole, and Michael McDowell qualified second. We knew the Fords were going to be pretty quick at the super speedways with the new bodies, but man, Michael McDowell qualifying second, extremely impressive. He's definitely going to be a guy to watch out for in the 500 this year, and to see him show the pace and speed, really happy for Michael McDowell. Thought he was going to get the pole this year, but McDowell qualifying second is really awesome. Kyle Larson just misses out on starting on the front row. He finishes third in qualifying. Good qualifying run for Kyle Larson. Just signed a contract with Prime. Will basically be a Prime athlete going forward. So that's pretty cool to see. But Kyle Larson will be starting in third position. Austin Cindric will be fourth. Will be starting in row number 2 in fourth position tomorrow night's duels. Good qualifying run for the Penske cars, especially. Cindric qualifies in fourth. Chase Elliott qualifies fifth. Solid qualifying run for Chase Elliott, looking to have a bounce-back season. William Byron, great qualifying for him. He qualifies sixth. Austin Dillon out-qualifies Kyle Busch in seventh. The Kyle Busch will start in eighth. Solid one for him. Chastain, that being Ross Chastain, qualifies ninth. And Harrisonburg qualifies in 10th position. Now let's go ahead and talk about the two drivers that were able to lock their way in from qualifying tonight. So Anthony Alfredo, who really had a fast time in qualifying, I think he's 20 for 21st quickest in the qualifying session tonight. He was the fastest of the open cars. A massive deal. I didn't think Anthony Alfredo was going to make it in on time. I thought he was probably going to race his way in tomorrow night. But a massive deal for Beer Motorsports. They've always seemed to show up in these races, especially super speedways, and do a pretty good job. So congratulations, Anthony Alfredo, on making it in. That's probably one of the more underdog teams going in this event. And then the other car is David Ragan in the 60 car for RFK Racing. I had predicted David Ragan was going to make it in tonight. I expected that 60 car to be really, really quick and show some great pace and speed. And David Ragan, who's a really good super speedway racer, I think he could have a chance of contending for the wins of the duels in the race on Sunday. So really happy for David Ragan, and you'll have 3 RFK cars in the Daytona 500. That means that the other 4 cars, that being Jimmy Johnson, a 4 car, which was the third quickest car, which is kind of shocking. I thought Jimmy may have a chance tonight to get it on speed, but Jimmy just came up so close, about a tenth off of David Ragan. He'll have to race his way into duel number 1. Then you, of course, had the other 3, that being BJ McLeod, JJ Yaley, who's in a 44 car for NY Racing, and then, of course, you have the 36 for Kaz Grala, who I thought probably was going to make it on time tonight. Unfortunately, they had major issues getting up the pace and speed. So congratulations again to David Ragan and Anthony Alfredo making it. The other 4 will have to race their way in. My prediction right now is that Kaz Grala and Jimmy Johnson are going to get in from their duels, and JJ Yaley and the NY Racing Machine and BJ McLeod are likely going home tomorrow night. Let's talk about some of the key notable things. One, like I mentioned, Fords had some really good pace and speed in qualifying tonight. They've been really good at super speedways in qualifying. I wasn't sure if the new bodies, if they were going to be that quick, but tonight they were very, very impressive in qualifying. Let's talk about the Toyotas. Wow, I expect the Toyota to not be extremely quick in qualifying tonight, because historically, Toyota puts a lot of their eggs in the basket of going for, basically the race pace and not qualifying speed. But not a single Toyota inside the top 20, which is absolutely wild, because last year, Bubba Wallace, who I think qualified like 30th tonight, and we started like in 15th position in his duel, he basically qualified 11th last year and started in 6th in the first or second duel, if I remember correctly, and now Bubba Wallace has to basically start in the middle of the pack. Really shocking for how far the Toyotas were off. Eric Jones was the fastest Toyota of all people, and I think that's why Jimmy Johnson, unfortunately, didn't get a chance to make it in tonight. But again, he has a chance and opportunity to make it in tomorrow night. So that's the reaction to Daytona 500 qualifying for the 2024 Daytona 500. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support my Patreon as well. Links description below that, and comment your thoughts below on today's episode. Who do you think is going to get in tomorrow night in the races? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And congratulate Joey Logano and Michael McDowell on starting on the front row for this year's Daytona 500. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Tomorrow on the channel, we are going to have a NASCAR news video discussing news over the course of the last couple days. We're also going to have maybe a paint scheme video dropping that either tomorrow or Friday. There's going to be another NASCAR news video dropping Friday, and we'll have reactions to the dual races tomorrow night. Got a lot of great content dropping on the channel with Daytona 500 week that I cannot wait for you guys to check out. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.